Adding a beautiful dimensional floral to your paper crafted project is always an absolutely stunning accent. Today I'm sharing my top tips to creating the beautiful tropical plumeria, or as some of my New Zealand and Australia friends told me, they call this the frangipani. Join me, we'll learn these tips and techniques together and have some fun creating this with the Tropical Paradise collection. To create the tropical plumeria, we're going to use this stamp. It comes with a lot of different sizes for this specific flower, which is very nice when you're creating a full bouquet. And then we're cutting it out with the tropical plumeria die, which cuts it out very beautifully. So to stamp this, I chose one of these stamps within this stamp set. I'm inking it up with the Berrylicious chalk ColorBox ink. You could also use the dark peony, so that gives you just a little bit of a darker outline. And we'll just press this down and gives this some firm, even pressure. Now, if you use a larger acrylic block, you can stamp multiple sizes at one time, which is a huge time saver. So once you've stamped the image, you can go ahead, lay your die on top, run that through your machine, and you have a quick and easy stamped and die cut image that you don't have to scissor cut. Your next step is to color your flower. This one, I'm using the Precision Daubers. You can purchase those in a 6-pack or a 30-pack. This is the perfect dauber to use for all your coloring. I'm actually going to use, let's switch this out. I'm going to use the Berrylicious, and I like to color the plumeria, the darker area along the outside edge of the shading. So where that shaded line is your guide. So you'll just go ahead and add some color right around the area. With these Precision Daubers, if you haven't used them yet, they're great because they're a triangle shape, so you have more of a pointy tip if you're doing finer detail. Once you've added that one color on, we're ready for the next color. For this specific one, you can just switch in between the colors. I'm using Cantaloupe next. I like to use one color per sponge dauber. I'll just go back and add that yellow in between. So there's so many different colors that you can make the plumeria. A fun fact, I just recently learned while I was in Australia and New Zealand that the pale white and yellow ones are the ones with the most scent to them. Those are the ones that give the beautiful scent when you're in a tropical island. So I'll just continue to give this a circular motion, and you very quickly have that flower all colored and ready to shape. To create these dimensional flowers and give them shape, I love to use the Deluxe Flower Shaping Kit. I'm using the curling tip and the 8mm size. This has all the tips that you need for your flower shaping, and I'm also using the mat. Now, when you shape the plumeria, one thing that's good to know is you want these two pieces. So you'll have a 3-petal flower and the 2-petal. That will be put together. And when I'm shaping the first step, what I'll do is I'll go from the back and we're shaping on the area that we colored yellow. So we're just shaping on the one side, circular motion, and sometimes if I forget which side's yellow, I will just pick it up a little bit, but it's basically on the opposite side of each flower. Just a soft circular motion that will start to shape that flower. Once it's finished on the back like that, I'll flip it right side up, use your curling tip, grab that dark edge, and just flip that forward. So the back is coming forward. Now another tip, if you wanted to, I actually did not do this, but it is recommended, is to color these flowers on the back so when you flip it forward, you don't have a white edge showing. So just slide it out. So the darker edge comes up, and so it reminds me actually of like a pinwheel. So the light side goes down, you shape it from the back, the dark side comes up. So that's an easy tip when shaping these. If you see that something kind of flattened out a little bit, you can always go back and just add a little bit more dimension, and we're ready to glue those together. Before we glue that, I like to do one snip in the center with my scissors, just a short one, and that will help us when we are gluing these petals together. Now you may be asking yourself, Emmalou, why did we separate these flowers into two? The reason we did that is so that we could get a very real life plumeria shape. So you are going to put a little bit of glue right on the back where you had curved the flower towards the front on the dark side. So you'll just loop this over. The further you overlap, the more of a pointy center you'll get and the more dimension you're going to achieve as well. So make sure you're using a glue gun if at all possible. Sometimes I'm in situations where I don't have a glue gun. I will use Dry's Clear Glue. That just takes a little bit longer to dry and you have to be a little bit more patient in holding your petals. So that sets very quickly. Another tip that a crafter recently shared with me is when you're using the hot glue gun and you have all these little glue hairs, just use your hair dryer and that melts away those little pieces that are kind of stringy. So when you come in for your second piece, just pop that on top and you're really just kind of rotating these like you could say similar to a pinwheel. So just overlap, making sure the dark side is always on the top and pop that hot glue over, just hold it a second. You can see how quickly that just bonds with it and you can continue. So when you bring it together on the side, just make sure that you, again, just put hot glue on that dark edge of your petal where the shading is and then pull this to the back, so your left is to the back, and then you'll just bring that up. Just hold that for a little bit and you see how that made a very pointy flower. So this one is quite pointy because I really overlapped those petals. If you wanted to, once it's dry, you can go back, use your finger or the curling tip, pull some of those petals up a little bit more so you can see how beautiful that just all comes together with the hot glue gun. Once you're finished creating those beautiful flowers, it's great to pair them with the Tropical Paradise collection. You'll see these flowers just beautifully tucked together. So these can be done in so many different color combinations. And what I really love about these leaves is they're the perfect accent. Do you see that little spiral? That comes from the Tropical Cockatoo stamp and die combination. So you have that beautiful little cockatoo, or some people refer to it as a macaw, with these leaves in different sizes. So that one, we'll see some different project samples. Here we have the little cockatoo over here paired with those beautiful plumerias. We also have these, I want to call them swans. They're not swans, there's flamingos. Did you know flamingos are the color because of the food that they eat? Isn't that a fun fact? So here we've got another little cockatoo with the flamingo paired with the little monkeys. So this collection is great to pair with those monkeys you have. We've got the cockatoo on this one, and then we also use it on a fold-out card with the decorative border dies. Another stamp set that I absolutely love is the Tropical Parrot stamp set. You've got two different designs. This is just beautiful, the color. And those both get cut out, and then you have this fun aloha word. We have this bird paired in here. You've got the little lovebirds up here with a branch. In here, this one, isn't this fun to color? Paired with these florals. So that's a fun one as well. I love how the fold-out border dies were used in this one and background stamped. Another beautiful stamp set within this collection is a Tropical Paradise die and stamp. This has your flamingos, it has the big macaw and some of those leaves and swirlicues. This is the one with the swirlies in it. And that you can do so much with. Here we cut the oval in the opening. Like this saying, this comes from the Froggy collection. We don't have it all together, but together we have it all. And then here is that beautiful, beautiful macaw just on the side with a little flower. I love this. Think of this for Father's Day, using this Tropical Paradise paper collection and creating a little shirt. How fun is that? Then over here I have the swans. This one was done by Rajni. We have design team members that create these beautiful projects that are absolutely fabulous. You'll see these on the blog with written instructions, so make sure that you check those out once the collection launches. Here you've got the flamingos. Isn't that beautiful and pink? Who doesn't like that? Over here, if you like to do these altar projects, here's a flip-flop. Let's hold it this direction so you can see that better. That's a fun one. And we also have this little guitar, mandolin. You can just decorate that up with the papers. The papers in this collection just bring a smile to anybody's face. I love this project as well. This is like a centerpiece for your home. Just look at all the beautiful details on this one. You've got the macaws, the cockatoos, the little flowers. You're going to have so much fun with this collection. Over here I have a couple more samples from design team member Amy. I love this. This would be fun for your tropical themed vacations. Over here we have one with a cruise ship in the background. So you'll have so much fun with those. One thing I wanted to show you too is the shadow box with this collection, so you can create those beautiful scenes. Last but not least, the paper is amazing. It's very bright, very vibrant, and it pairs beautifully together with the stamps and the dies within this collection. Make sure to use your hot glue gun when creating the tropical plumeria. That is my top tip for making this flower come beautifully together. Have fun creating this for your friends and family. If you don't own the Tropical Paradise collection yet, make sure to get yours ordered today. I have added the links below for quick and easy ordering. My team will get it out to you right away so you can create your own tropical paradise. Thank you so much for joining me today. Share your projects with us on Facebook. I will see you next time.